Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sam, and in today's video, I have a very exciting vlog for everybody. This week I wanted to read romance books for Valentine's Day. So I know this is getting posted just after Valentine's Day, so I hope everyone had a great Galentine's, just a nice day to yourself. But I really wanted to read a couple different types of romance books this week, talk about them, see what we think. So on the list for this week's reading vlog, I have 3 different types of romances. The first one that we're going to start with is Twice in a Blue Moon by Christina Lauren. I honestly don't know what this is about. Sounds like maybe friends to lovers, second chance, one of them is famous kind of vibes. I'm excited. I feel like I don't hear anybody talk about this. Granted, this is from 2019, but I'm intrigued. I typically like Christina Lauren's earlier works. I never remember what this series is called, but this one is my favorite from them. Sweet Filthy Boy, Dirty Rowdy Thing, Dark Wild Night, and Wicked Sexy Liar. I read these quite a while ago, and they all have like the headless men on them. Sort of similar to their Beautiful Bastard series, which I have yet to read and am itching to read it, but I haven't been able to find all the novellas and everything. It's a very intensive series, but I'm excited to dive more into their backlist and start with this one. I feel like it's going to be just really cute and sweet. Then the other 2 books that I have planned for this reading vlog is What's Left of Me by Hannah Bird. This is book 2 in her Loveless series. I'm not sure if this is a finished series or not, but currently it's just a duology, and this is following the best friend of our main character in book 1. And we get a small glimpse of her story in book 1. So I'm intrigued to see what is actually happening and what's actually going on. And these books are a little bit more painful, a little bit more heartbreaking with the backstory or the things that the main characters are working through. The first one included our female main character going through a very hard, traumatic period. So definitely check the trigger warnings for these books. But I'm very excited to read book 2, see what else is happening, and also knock a series off my list. And then lastly, for the 3rd book, I'm going to be putting a series right back on my list because I'm going to be starting I don't know what the series is called. I'm reading God of Malice by Rena Kent. I'm very intrigued to get into the Rena verse and dabble in some more dark romance. I know that Emmy Roseanne recently read these books and absolutely loved them, devoured them, so that has me very excited to read them. But those are the plans for this week. I'm excited for it. I've been having a great couple of reading days back on what I hope is my grind, and just getting excited. The sun is out. We're gonna have a good time. So I have a few things. I have 2 books to finish off today that I'm hoping I can finish off earlier, and then I can get a good chunk of Twice in a Blue Moon read. This font is huge, so I'm hoping I can really fly through this one. That's everything for now. I will check in once I'm, 100 pages into that book. Hey everybody, I am trying a new angle. I don't know if it's going to work, but I dragged this chair in here and we're gonna use it because that was a pain in the butt. So anyway, I ended up getting just over 100 pages into this book. I'm on chapter 12, and I'm not really sure what I'm feeling about it. I'm enjoying it, but it's nothing like revolutionary or anything. I think it's really cute. It started off feeling kind of almost YA or very young, but that's understandable considering our main characters are 18 and 21. They meet when they are each on their own family trip to London. I kind of have this like immediate connection to each other, and we know that Tate, our female main character, is hiding something about her past, and both her mom and her nana are sort of forcing her to keep this secret, and she lives a very strict life because of it until she divulges everything to our male main character, who I assume is going to be our male main character. Sam, and then we're kind of just seeing where it goes. I think I just got to the part, maybe 1 or 2 chapters ago, where it's now present day. So this is only a 350-page book, and we get like roughly 100 pages of their like week together in London. So I'm intrigued to see what happens in the rest of the book, if it feels like rushed at all, because at this point we don't have a huge amount of the book left. I am intrigued to see what's happening and see what's coming next. I don't know, I'm a little bit conflicted about it just because of the like way that it feels and the way that it starts. Usually when there's like 2 timelines or something, I feel like you usually only get 1 or 2 chapters at the beginning, or you get it in like flashback chunks. So yeah, I feel like the initial tone of this book was something different to what it actually is. But I have still a bit more on my lunch left, so I'm going to try to get a good chunk of this read. I'm really hoping to finish it today, but we'll see if I can do it. It's going pretty quick because it's not super complex and the font is very large. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see what is happening next. There was a time jump between when her and Sam met and the current day time. There's like 14 years. I feel like those years might have been pivotal. We don't know much about our main female character, and she seems a little, I don't know how to describe it, but she just seems a little bit unsure of herself in this current situation, and she doesn't seem like much different than she was when she was 18. So I don't know. I'm intrigued. I am enjoying it, but yeah, not a 5-star or anything. Probably like a 3.5 currently. We'll see what happens. We'll see the ending and everything, but let's read a bit together. Hi everybody, happy Friday. I wanted to check in because I did end up finishing Twice in a Blue Moon the other day, and I did end up enjoying this one. I thought it was really cute, but once we got into the current day timeline, I feel like we didn't really get any of the connection between our 2 main characters, so I couldn't really root for them as a couple, and it was more of just what was going on this set and this like project that they were both working on without giving really anything away, which was really interesting. There was some mixed media in here, which was a lot of fun. Kind of interesting to learn about some of their backstories. It felt like it was trying to touch on a lot of topics and a couple different issues, but didn't really go deep into it. I don't know, it felt a little bit surface level to me, but yeah, overall I had a good time. I don't really have a lot to say about it. It was good, but nothing great. I think I'm settling on like a 3-star. It's really cute, but kind of was what it was. And then yesterday I ended up starting What's Left of Me. I think that's what it's called, by Hannah Bird. This is book 2 in her Loveless series, and in this one we're following the best friend of our female main character in book 1, Zoe. So she owns the bar in town, and I was really interested to see what we were going to like kind of go through in this story, because she's kind of in a relationship already with this guy and they seem good together and he's very nice, but very quickly we learn that Zoe has some trauma from a previous relationship, and I feel like this one's gonna be even more like crushing than book 1, but I'm very intrigued to see where it's gonna go, and I feel like it's even more addicting than book 1. Like I just cannot put it down. I don't want to put it down, and unfortunately I didn't get through quite as much of this book yesterday as I was hoping to, but that's okay. I'm going to read some more today. I'm only about 50 pages in, but really enjoying it so far. Really liking our characters, really intrigued to see where the story is going and how they're going to work through everything. That's it for now. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. So I ended up finishing What's Left of Me by Hannah Bird over the weekend, and I absolutely love this book. I just want to read every single thing that Hannah comes out with. To be fair, I've only read the Loveless series. I've only read 2 books by her, but her books are so emotional and impactful and realistic in a way. So this one was no different to that. I could not put this book down, and I probably could have read it in basically one sitting if not for responsibilities. Every time I picked it up, I just wanted to know what was going to be happening with Zoe and Aaron and everyone else in Loveless. I am really hoping that she's not done with this series because I feel like there's some sprinklings of potential next books. There's 2 characters specifically that I saw in this book that could be like having their own books, but we'll see. The things that we learn about Zoe's past are so heartbreaking and painful and emotional, and the healing journey and I don't know, self realization feels very realistic and resonated a lot with me, even though I have no experience with any of the things that she went through. My experiences are much different, but just the things that some people would say to her in terms of healing and just trying to work through everything and just trauma and grief and pain in general was just so good. I would highly recommend this series, but definitely check trigger warnings. There's very heavy topics discussed in this series. There was also another underlying plot which definitely related to what Zoe was going through, but it added a little bit of something else to it. Bit of a I guess a bit of a mystery. I thought the pacing was great. I really liked all the people and places that we got to see in this one. And I will say, I feel like the ending was wrapped up a bit quickly. I wish that we got her healing. Like, I know that we weren't going to get all of it, but I wish we got to see just a little bit more of it. And the side plot that I just mentioned wrapped up a little bit quickly. I don't know what I wanted. I just wanted a little something extra in it. But overall, I had a great time with this book. Obviously very emotional. I almost cried. Like, I had tears in my eyes twice, I think. So enjoyed it. So enjoyed being back excited about the books that I'm reading. I'm just having so much fun. So, with that being finished, the next book we are going to be reading is God of Malice. Is that the first book? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. In the Legacy of God series by Rena Kent. It's supposed to be very, very dark, like morally black male main character. Very intrigued, very excited to switch it up and read something a little bit different. So we're gonna start that today. Hopefully I can get that done pretty quickly because I need to get this video edited. Good morning, everybody. So I ended up starting God of Malice 2 days ago, and I made it 100 pages in. I didn't end up getting any reading really done yesterday, which was really frustrating. But I'm having so much fun with this book. I'm a little concerned with how much fun I'm having. Our main character is a literal psychopath. But I'm really just having the time of my life. I don't really know what to say about this book. I don't want to give anything away, even like at the very beginning, because I feel like it's gonna really relate into what's happening. But essentially, we are following our 2 characters who are part of these like well-known families, and each of them go to like a rival college in the UK. And it sounds like these colleges are like on the same island or like in very close proximity to each other, and they're separated by this like huge wall because of the rivalry and everything that happens. And a lot of the families that go to either of these schools are or have ties with the mafia. And it's very, 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 very dark. So definitely check trigger warnings. I'm just so intrigued and I'm just having so much fun. I'm really hoping that I can get a good amount of reading done today. I'm gonna be leaving work early because we're supposed to be getting this huge snowstorm later, and I just really want to be at home. That's it, I guess. I don't have much to say. I'm not too far into it yet. I'm really hoping, like I said, I just need to get a good chunk finished. I need to get this book finished because this video needs to be edited tomorrow. I have my work cut out for me, but I've been having the best time with this vlog and the books that I chose. I've just really been enjoying myself. I will check in later. Hello, everybody. So I just finished God of Malice by Rena Kent. I wanted to do more check-ins for this book or something, but I could not put this book down, partially because I just really wanted to be able to finish it for this video, but also because I just couldn't stop reading it. And although I did really enjoy it, I felt like the middle part of this book was a bit slow. And I also feel like we didn't get enough of this like background plot of this, the sort of mystery that we were trying to figure out. Everything just kind of wrapped up in a nice little bow at the end. Like things were mentioned and sprinkled in the beginning, but then, like I said, in the middle, it kind of slowed down and nothing was really happening. And I also wish that we got a bit more like friendship scenes. Like I wanted more with Glyndon's friends. And I feel like that again will come through this series as you meet more characters, have their romances. But overall, I really enjoyed it. There was also a lot of history with some of the characters, especially the parents and things. And I know that the Legacy of God series is the spinoff to another one of her series, or maybe her whole like universe involving the parents and other characters. So although I started right at the end, I'm so intrigued about what happened before because things were alluded to, and I don't know if I want to just finish this series and then go back, or if I want to pause this series and go back and read everything else first, which is a huge commitment before coming back to this. But I don't know. If any of you are dark romance girlies and have read the Reuniverse, please let me know. I feel like I might be leaning towards just starting from the beginning because I just really want to know. I want to know all the lore. I want to know of all the previous things that are being hinted to, and nothing was spoiled as far as I understand, because even there was some history with the parents in this book that they said like the situation reminded them of their past and of a specific person, like in those specific words. They didn't use any names or anything, so it just makes me even more intrigued, and I want to know their stories. I want to know their romances and how everything came to be. Anyway, I also feel like maybe if I had all of the backstory, I would have more of a connection to these characters and everything because, yeah, I don't know. I was very intrigued, but I wanted a bit more, I guess. Either way, I think I've landed on a 4-star rating for this book. I really enjoyed it. Definitely not 5 stars. But yeah, just really could not put it down. Did not want to put it down. And just had a great time. Like my heart was beating this whole book. It's also very, very dark. So definitely check trigger warnings if you have any triggers. But I'm so glad to be back into like a little dark romance corner. It's so much fun to me. I don't know why. I'm a little concerned with how much I enjoyed this one. I will say there is one character, Remy, who when I was trying to look up the Reuniverse reading order, she said was probably not getting a book, but I feel like would be the most intriguing to get a book because I really did not like him. I found him very annoying and I want to know like his backstory, like why he talks the way that he does, because I just could not get it past it, and it was just really annoying. Like it wasn't funny. Like I think his friends thought. It was just annoying to me. Anyway, that is everything. I had really a great time doing this reading vlog. I overall really enjoyed all of the books that I read. We read Twice in a Blue Moon, which was cute. We read What's Left of Me, which I absolutely loved. Love that book. And then started a new dark romance universe. Again, very intrigued to keep reading more from the series and more from Raina Kent. Very like bingeable and easy to read. I just had a great time. And I'm feeling like I'm back on my reading grind, just very excited to read books and film more reading vlogs, just honestly having the best time. So let me know if you have read any of these books yourself, what you thought of them. I would love to chat with you. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like so that I know. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one.